little bit of a heads up, if you haven't watched the bonus episode which was out on Saturday for the semi-finals of the FA Trophy, then there's a spoiler coming up. Hello and welcome to episode 19 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have what can only be described as the business end of the season, the very two last games of the season, which will decide whether we go up automatically or whether we have to go through the playoff cycle in the Vanarama National League. And as it currently stands, as you'll see from the league table, let's have a proper look at the league table. You'll see we are in second place, played 44 games, 2 games left to go, a maximum of 6 points. We're on 93 points. 2 points ahead of us are Southend, who have been matching us pretty much game for game, a draw there and a draw there. So last 5 games they've matched us pretty neck for neck, and they've been following the same run-in pretty much, albeit 1 game before us. So whoever they've played last, we play next, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's where we are. So currently we've lost 2 games less than them, but we have drawn a lot more, which is where the difference comes in. So it really is down to the final 2 games of the season as to who's going to win out here. Really, Southend, they've got to win out in the next 2 games. Wealdstone, who we will play as our last game, and Chesterfield is their last game of the season. Chesterfield, who are currently 4th, so that's more of a difficult game. Wealdstone are 21st. Having said that, Wealdstone do need a win in order to pretty much confirm that they've survived in the league, the National League, for this season. So I think really, and bearing in mind that we're going to play them last game, could be a difficult game. So yeah, all in all, a toughie, that one possibly. But this game, this next game, we need to win, and we need, fingers crossed, that Wealdstone do a job for them, which would perhaps turn it around slightly, and then it's all down to the final game of the season. Would you believe, a whole season of games, 46 games, and it's come down to the last game. They played Dagenham Redbridge, who were playing today, and they've won 2-0, as you'll see. Hit a little bit of a, well, that was the FA Trophy semi-final. They got knocked out by Chesterfield, and they will play them again here, which is interesting. How have they got on? I don't think we can see how they've got on against Chesterfield, but they lost against Chesterfield there, 3-0 in the semi-final. Second leg, I think they just squeezed them on the first leg. They did 1-0 at home, and that is at home. So there's chances are they could beat them at home. Obviously not quite so good away from home. So yeah, makes interesting reading. So that is the run-in that they've got, as I say, following pretty much a similar run-in to us. Of course, Southend getting relegated last season, so they will be looking relegated twice in a row, actually, from League 1 and then straight down through League 2. So they'll be looking to try and bounce back up as well. So on the other side, I think where we are, we're 6 points clear of Stockport County now, so we're pretty much guaranteed a second place, and definitely guaranteed that 3rd place at worst. So as I've explained before, we do need to be in one of those 2 places to avoid having to go through the rigmarole of the sort of semi-finals. So as it stands, these guys will play off in a semi-final and then meet us or not in a semi-final, in a first round, and then the semi-finals against Chorley and Stockport as it currently stands, and then obviously going into a final as it weighs out. In fact, looking at the table as it currently stands, I think these are the sides that will be in the playoffs. It's probably just a little bit of jiggling around inside of that as to who plays who. As it currently stands, it will be Chesterfield playing Wrexham, Hartlepool and Aldershot. I think if my memory serves me right, Chesterfield will get home advantage, Hartlepool will get home advantage over these two, and then obviously we get home advantage over whoever wins out on these games. So that's how it pans out. We'll have a look at that a bit closer as time prevails in that one. Right, let's see how we've been getting on since you were last with us. You were with us last for the Stockport County and the Dover Athletic, I think it was. What was it? Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry. Spoiler alert. You may have seen it already. If you haven't watched the bonus episode, stop. Go back and watch the bonus episode, which was out last Saturday, of the FA Trophy semi-final 2 legs, because this is a spoiler. We beat Stockport County at home in the first leg by a 1-0, and then we beat them away from home also by a 1-0, 2-0 on aggregate, sees us through to an FA Trophy final against Chesterfield, and that bonus episode will be out this coming Wednesday. So you should be seeing this on Tuesday. It comes out on Wednesday, and that will be the final against Chesterfield, and then followed on Thursday by the end of season review and transfer special. So by then, if you haven't seen the bonus episode, you will also find out how we got on in the FA Trophy final. So trip to Wembley, very nice, very nice. In other news, we lost 1-0 to Ebbsfleet, very dire effect. And these are the sort of games, a couple of draws here tucked in, and a loss against Ebbsfleet, are games that really ultimately will have prevented us from getting promoted automatically for the second season in a row. Very annoying, but there we go. So yeah, a 1-0 loss to Ebbsfleet. We managed a 1-1 draw with Dover Athletic. Really annoying. Harrison Biggins scoring our goal after 19 minutes, as you will see, and they equalised after 84. Really, really annoying. And especially as we had a goal disallowed from Sterling James after 29. We should have been 2-0 in front at that stage. But unfortunately, as you'll see, we really should have won that game. 14 shots, 5 on target. And again, that's probably where we missed out. Was not enough shots on target. They only had 3 shots, 2 of which were on target. One of them was their goal, which is really annoying. But since then, we have been on a nice, tidy little run, building momentum running into these last 2 games, and hopefully the trophy final, and also potentially the playoffs. Bromley, we had a nice 1-0 win. Lewis Riley doing the business there. A 2-0 win against Eastleigh. Chris Mary in injury time in the first half, and then Kane Felix in injury time in the second half. Gateshead, a 1-0 win. Harrison Biggins on the score sheet again. Not winning by massive amounts. I think you will see definitely piling on pressure and doing the business, just not really converting the chances that we're having in these games, which is very, very disappointing. Again, Gateshead weren't too bad, but again, we had the better of the game and really didn't convert those chances. We're only really hitting 50% of our chances. Having said that, the Kings Lynn game was a bit more, and as you see, we got the extra goals there. 14 shots 14 shots, 11 of which were on target. So as you can see, a bit more productive as that goes. And that's where we end up for today's episode, against Dagenham, Redbridge away, and then Wealdstone at home. Dagenham, Redbridge, previously, they're currently 15th, previously beat them 3-1 in our home game way back in November. So that's that one. And Wealdstone, we lost. No, we didn't. We won 2-1 at their place again in November. So a little bit of time's gone by since then, and that's where we are. So without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. See if we can either get promoted automatically or going up on the playoffs. And I think this game, the game against Dagenham Redbridge, is the key game. We need to win this, and fingers crossed, and see how Southend get on against Wealdstone. You never know. You never know. And this is the team that we're putting out against Dagenham and Redbridge. Irwin in goal, Dwyer, Jameson, Anderson and Hughes in our defence, and Dwyer and Hughes coming back in. We have been playing Dodgson and Gumphy on the right side. They've been playing extremely well in that run, and I'm just hoping that I'm not tempting fate by bringing them back into the fold. I have just noticed one other change that we possibly need to make, which is bothering me slightly. Because Riley isn't 100% fit, but I am tempted to just play him because we need him up front to score those goals. Right at the base of midfield, Murray and Biggins in front of him, albeit we did change that slightly last time. Biggins on that attacking mode, and we're going to put Mary on. No, Biggins we can put on Mazzala support. Mary we're going to put on attack. Leave it as it is. And then Sterling James and Akoka comes out to the right this time in place of Ogunby, who I think is a little bit tired, which is why we're resting him. Though we've got him on the bench just in case. And we've also got Felix, who may come on for Riley, but he's not been scoring goals either as Felix. He's a little bit out of sorts, and Riley is our big man, 37 goals this season, heading for that 40 mark. Can he do the business for today? He's not 100%. That is the only concern. So it may be, I'm just wondering whether we do Felix from the start, and we'll put Lewis Riley in there and bring him on as an impact sub if we need to. So yeah, right, without any more to do, let's move on and see if we can pull out the win for this game. Captain not selected. Dwyer will take up the captain's armband. Teams warming up, seem to be taking a long while to get through to this screen, which we've done now. And the team talk is do we pump fists? Do we have a chance to move to the top of spot? I think we're going to go with that. Let's not probably motivate everybody as I would have done. And playing in our normal white kit today. Dagenham Redbridge playing in their red. And we're underway. Odd minutes gone, not a great deal happening. There is stuff happening, but we're not seeing any highlights, so it's nothing of any great shout. We're going to fire the team up, see if we can give them a little bit of, might have put them under too much pressure. And Southend have taken the lead in their game against Wealdstone, so it's a must win now whatever happens. Akoka out to Felix. Biggins picks up the ball in midfield. Stockport County drawing with Yeovil Town. Ooh, Felix had the shot and it was stopped by the goalkeeper, and then ball back in and a header straight at the goalkeeper. Missed opportunity there. Biggins, lovely ball in, and half time comes, nothing happening. Right, pleased how things are going. Keep it up. I am contemplating whether to go to a more attacking mode, but we don't want to invite them onto us really. As it currently stands, we are sort of primed and ready to go. This ball coming out, Hughes picking it up in defence. Hughes with the ball forward looking for Felix, who heads it down to Biggins. Biggins now. He's tucked it back inside to Anderson. Bo Anderson to Okoko. Okoka. Push it out wide. Push it out wide. Now he's taking a shot. And that chance goes begging. I think. And we've got to go. Oh, disallowed Felix. Oh, must have been offside. Just very fractionally, just offside, living up to our name. And I think Wealdstone have equalised just after half time, and they've also missed a penalty. They missed a penalty in the first half. So Southend has been brought back to a draw. We do really need to win this, and it may be that we have to throw down the gauntlet. 51 minutes gone. I think we need to move up to attacking. We really do need to, if we can, get the goal to win this game. Have a throw in now. Hughes with the throw into Biggins, but it's been robbed off him. Anderson gingerly coming back. Ball crossfield to Dwyer. Dwyer to Sterling. Sterling now forward to Mary, to Dwyer. Dwyer hopefully will get a cross in. He has got the cross in, and it's on the crossbar and cleared from underneath the crossbar. It's only out as far as Dwyer. He's got it back in again, and Biggins fires the shot over the top. So close, so close. We have another throw in. We are looking to bring on Riley very shortly. Dwyer with the throw in. It's been headed clear, and Anderson picks it up in midfield. Dwyer, Jameson to Dwyer, Dwyer to Sterling, Sterling inside to Mary, whose shot was blocked, and they have I was going to say a break on, but it's not come to anything. Dwyer coming back, picks the ball up in midfield. Biggins to Okoka, out to Hughes. Hughes with a crossfield to Sterling, who fires over the top. This is agonisingly having the chances but not putting them away is our downfall. And with 64 minutes gone, it may be time to have a bit of a change round. Sterling James is tiring. Do we move a Coco over this side, Felix out here, and then put Riley in the middle? Decisions. Right, let's have a look. Dwyer is having a good game. We have got Ogunby on the bench, so we could bring Ogunby on, but Sterling James is going to get tired as well, so I want really to keep Felix on. Coco is probably the one that's not playing particularly well, so let's move Felix back to there, and we will bring Riley on for a Coco, and let's see if we can get this goal. We have a free kick. Riley with the free kick, and it's a goal. Lewis Riley, super sub. Sir Lewis Riley, I think we ought to name him. 38th goal of the season, and that, with 72 minutes on the clock, has possibly, if Southend stays drawn, is going to make the final game extremely interesting. We have gone top, equal on points to Southend. We have a superior goal difference, which means that we only need to win the final game of the season. Right, final changes. There are needs for changes. Ogunby on for Felix, and Jameson is tired. We can't really got anybody to replace him, so I am tempted, and he's having a good game, so I'm tempted to leave him on. Bo Anderson has picked up a yellow card, so we will need to... I'm not sure we can do it on here. Right, Henry Ogunby. Pump fists. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. Confirm sub. And we'll get underway. And then very quickly, Jameson is tired and suggesting Birch comes on for him. We're going to drop back to a positive, having got that goal. And we need Bo Anderson to calm down. Confirm shout. We will do the change in defence there. Jameson for Birch. He's come on. And we want to see this game out if we can. And we have. So that 1-0 win against Dagenham and Redbridge has put us in a decent position. Good win, boys. Well done. And that's what we've been grinding these 1-0s out. Makes all the difference. And we are top. Southend only managing a draw, I'm guessing. I can't see them for looking. They're down the bottom here. Wealdstone 1, Southend 1. We've got Wealdstone to play next, which is a bit of a concern, but even so. So we are top on goal difference, and it is down to this last game. This last game will determine whether we automatic or playoffs. Who would have believed 45 games ago that it would come down to one game? One game. Right, we need to, with 5 days to go, we're going to give them all 2 days rest, because as you'll see, they're extremely tired. Training, rest, 2 days. That potentially gives them 3 days, I think it is. Yep. So they automatically get a day, and yeah, that's where we are. So Chorley go top of the National League. Helps send Chorley to the top of the division. Wet afternoon, pressing forward for an occasion promised so much. The fixture was marred with a succession of fouls by Dagenham Redbridge. Chorley have climbed above Southend first and already guaranteed highest ever league finish with previous records, 17th place in the National League. So we've done an outshined. Dwyer had a fantastic game, justified me bringing him on, scored a rating of 8 for that game, so very good for him. Defensive work was top notch. Feels like being played so of a good performance. It feels like you're very keen to praise. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with praising thing. Wealdstone fall into the National League North and South, so they have nothing to play for. So hopefully that will, unless they want to go out with a bang, of course. So all the teams in the bottom here are relegated: Wealdstone, Dulwich, Kings Lynn and Maidenhead. Remembering that Southend still have Chesterfield to play playoff for, and Chesterfield will want that 3rd place. That's in our favour. They will want 3rd place, because that avoids this malarkey of playoffs here, because Southport are right up behind them. So they'll be looking for that draw. So let's fingers crossed that that's what's going to happen. Without any more to do, and I hope your nerves will stand it, let's go through to our final game of the season. Potentially promotion to League 2. Can we do it? We're about to find out. And here is the team for our final game of the season. the promotion possibly to be clinched with this team. Irwin continues in goal as he has done for pretty much the second half of the season, and he's been magnificent as well. Fodicek has got relegated to the bench and stayed there. Dwyer, Jameson, Anderson and Hughes are our defence. Right at the base of midfield, Mary and Biggins continue their partnership in midfield, and as you can see, they're building quite a triangular partnership in the midfield here. Sterling James on the left, Ogunby on the right, Riley in the front, and on the bench today, Fodicek, Birch, Shenton, Okoka and Felix. So that is our team to do the business. Riley back in, he is fit, or certainly best part fit again, which means that he can play most of the match, if not all of the match. And we've had a team talk. We've told the guys that it doesn't matter if you don't win this, it's not the end of the world. But right, I think we're going to pump fists. We're going to go, this is a great opportunity to show the media. That's the one today. Bo Anderson is nervous. Let's try and go out there and make a difference. He's still nervous. That's not good. Harrison Biggins, play your natural game. That doesn't matter. We'll leave that alone because I'll do more damage than good. So here we are against Wealdstone, last game of the season, and Southend right, just going to pause it a second. We need to find out where Southend are. We're right now, they're just above us in this block here. Look, there's Chesterfield and Southend right in there. So that's the other game we're watching. We have a corner. Sterling with the corner. It's a long swing. Ooh, headed over the top by Riley. First highlight and the first opportunity we've had, really. Southend Chesterfield still 0-0, and as long as that stays like that, then we're okay. Half time comes and it's 0-0. Can we see the latest scores? Southend must have taken the lead. They have. They've got a goal and they are in front of us as it stands at the minute by 2 points, and disaster would strike. Chesterfield have dropped, obviously. Stockport taking up that third place, and hopefully Chesterfield have got the fight to stay there. Right, pump fists. We're not doing badly at all. Keep going out there. Right, I'm going to. You're performing well out there. That's the one. That's the one. Chris Murray. Let's. Yeah, he's okay. Anybody else? No, everybody else seems to be okay. Lewis Riley. I think we're ready to go. Does make me wonder whether we should have been in a more positive, just a positive, steady the game. Jameson's picked up a yellow card. We don't want any sendings off. That will really punch us in the legs. Calm down. I am wondering, just for where are we? 51 minutes. For 10 minutes, let's just see if we go back to a positive. And Ogunby has picked up an injury. That's not so good news. Almost immediately after that, we got Akoka can come in for him. And that will be bad if we go through to the playoffs. They have a throw-in on this far side. I think it's their defensive half. Anderson picks up the ball in defence, out to Dwyer, to Sterling. Sterling now inside to Mary. Mary back out to Dwyer, who likes to cross the ball. Is he going to get a cross in? He is. Mary has got the ball. He's pushed it back to right to Hughes. Hughes now on the edge of the area, but he's looking for a way out. Right. Pushes it back out to Dwyer, who puts it forward for Sterling. Sterling's got there and he scored. Omari Sterling James scores with 60 minutes gone and has put us into the box seat once again. Right to Dwyer. Dwyer to Sterling. Got there before the goalkeeper. Pulled the goalkeeper out. I'm not so sure he took it steady, thinking I'm going to get there. Just need to drag the goalkeeper out, because the goalkeeper obviously thought he was going to get there. And right, we have 67 minutes gone. Do we make any changes or do we leave it as it is? $74 minutes gone now, and I'm tempted to leave it where we are or without attracting any more. I'm not going to praise them because there is an inherent danger they get complacent. It's happened many times before. Right, we've gone to 87 minutes and we're going to do our usual trick of going to balance. We only need to win. A 1-0 win will do us as it stands. In fact, extra news coming in is Chesterfield, as we expected. They want that third place. In fact, they still haven't got it. Chesterfield need to win. With Stockport winning, they need to win to get third place. So they are back in it against Southend, which really does us good. And we have been promoted. Two straight promotions, one straight after the other. And a lot of people would have not had us down for this promotion. But in the last game of the season, a 1-0 Sterling James, the scorer, has put us into League Two. Fantastic. And enjoy. And nice to do it in front of our own fans as well, which is extra special. Irwin has played a fantastic season, second half of the season anyway, and let's hope the injury to Ogunby isn't too bad. It won't matter too much now, apart from the FA Trophy final, of course, but as it's turned out, Hughes did pick up a late booking there, but look at the amount of bookings that they had. Very frustrating afternoon for them, and we did really keep them to one shot and one shot on target, so they were never ever a major threat to us. Probably should have had more goals than we actually got. Well done, lads, you've sealed the title with your performance today, and champagne popping, I'm sure. And we may get early signs of what's going to happen in the next episode. There is the final table, and Southend finishing 1-1 with Chesterfield. Chesterfield finishing 4th, so they will play Wrexham, Aldershot and Hartlepool, and then Stockport County and Southend will be in the playoffs. So we got them in the end. Southend only drawing on the last day of season against Chesterfield, and wow, that is something special. 53 goal difference, and we've come out of that very, very well. Lift it on the final day, seal the national win. Board requests a meeting to discuss club improvements. The board would like to hold a meeting in order to discuss potentially turning professional. So there's good news to start off with. All said and done. Ogunby is injured. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks, so he's going to miss the FA Trophy final. We'll do the press conference offline. Chorley fans are ecstatic, said to be absolutely over the moon. Masterminded a glorious victory in the Vanarama National League. One fan spokesperson was heard to work wonders with his Chorley team, and the fans were already hailing him a miracle worker. There you go. They're ecstatic, the board, with the National League win. Ogunby praises myself. Newsham raises the player fitness concerns. Well, they do need to play, but we've got a long break now down to the final, so they've got plenty of time to have a rest. In fact, we'll probably do that very, very shortly, as it is. And we need to praise Sterling James. Some non-quality chances created. Well done. Just the sort of player that we wanted, which leaves us with one game on our season to play. That's the FA Trophy final, a bonus episode for you. That is coming out on Wednesday of this week. So look out for that. Well, I don't think you could have not enjoyed that episode. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and any new series as they are released. New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday, with a bonus episode on Wednesday of this week, so look out for that bonus episode. And why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 to keep up to date with all that's happening on this channel, and lots more besides, as well as knowing when bonus episodes are coming out, new series, and so on and so forth. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode, which is the bonus episode, followed by our end of season review and transfer special on Thursday. Until the next episode, and hopefully some more silverware, we'll see you then. Bye for now.